All right, we are live.
Hello, hello,
Hi.
hello.
Happy Masturbation Month to all my viewers. Thank you so much for joining. You are on Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. This is our live broadcast, and I'm your host and owner of Pink Kitty LLC, Vanessa Brown. I'm a certified sexologist, community sexual health resource, and a certified life coach. Pink Kitty celebrates 13 years of answering your questions related to relationships, romance, reproductive health, and sexual health, all while providing you with quality products at low prices from mild to wild. Pink Kitty has moved its headquarters from Chicago to Dallas, but you can still book a COVID-free adult novelty event with any of our vendors that are currently located in Wisconsin, Illinois, and Indiana. So you can still get your some. Today, we have a very, 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 very special guest, Miss Antwonette Wright, and she is a wife, a mother, a grandmother, a master stylist, and owner of Four Generations. Antoinette, welcome to our live show of Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for having
I am
me. It's
so
a
happy to
pleasure.
have you. So
Yes,
before we
ma'am.
get started, I mentioned, can you hear me okay? You good?
Yes, yes.
Before we get started, I just want you to tell, we got to take a sip. Hey, girl. We're going to tell us a little bit about your Four Generations business.
Okay. So, Four Generations, it was created because of the women in my immediate family, my mom, myself, my daughter, and her daughter. So, what we do at Four Generation is that we focus on customized basically anything that you want customized from epoxy, dominoes to weed trays, tobacco trays, t-shirts, as well as event planning for parties. And I let my mom do the crochet stuff because I don't know how to crochet. So we basically it's a family owned business. We're trying to get all of the family in so that we can keep the money in house,
Mm,
and we're branching off doing lots of different things. Right now I'm in a mix of something very important to me. I'm not going to share it right now with
mhm.
y'all, but stay tuned.
Okay.
By the end of this year we will have something else linked to Four Generations, and we're going to do discounts. We're going to do pop-up shops, excuse me. So just
Mm,
stay tuned to that. But right now, we're just focusing on creating different creations, to make the people feel um, like they have something of their own, that's
mhm,
personalized, not just going to the store and picking up something, but something customized shirts, earrings, tote bags, covers for their phones. So whatever you name it, we can take care of that.
Oh, I love it. Okay, I also know that you are a master stylist and stylist of the stars. Are you still taking clients now, or are you focusing on your other ventures at this time?
I um I still have a few clients. I did let some go so that I
Mhm.
can focus on what I'm doing now. What I'm going to be doing next is still in the hair industry. I can't
Oh,
let that go.
perfect.
I just don't want to be behind a chair anymore. I want to
Okay.
be, out there doing bigger and better things. Not knocking my stylist.
Right.
Hey,
Right.
you'll never go broke if you got that.
That's right.
You feel me?
And then you a bomb ass stylist, which I know for a fact. So, all
Yeah.
right. Okay, so full disclosure, y'all, Antoinette is my sister. And when I thought of this Mother's Day weekend and my live show going to be taped in, I had to have her because she is one of the bomb mothers that I know, and she is super sexy, and we are going to get into it. So,
Oh, thank
Antoinette,
you, sis.
I know, girl, I love you.
I love
And
you.
your babies are just so amazing. So, like, all of, well, I know they're not babies anymore, but they'll always be babies to Auntie Vanessa.
Always, always.
So
Yes,
I know that you've raised three wonderful children, and now you have three beautiful grandbabies. How is
yes,
being a glamorous grandmother different from being a sexy mom?
baby. If I could have had my grandkids first, honey, baby. And you will hear a lot of grandmas saying this. It's I just want to spoil them. I just want to love on them. At the same time, give them a little discipline here and there, but not
Hmm.
too much. But
Right.
raise them. Help my children raise them how I
Hmm.
raise them. You know what I'm saying? So I want to
Hmm.
instill the same morals and values in my grandkids that we instilled in our children so
Hmm.
that they can grow up to be wonderful adults as their parents are. We'll just go from there. But I still got my sexy on.
We
Did it
see it, girl. We see it.
I,
I'm loving this smooth cut you got, girl. You
thank
is
you,
flossing.
thank you, girl.
Okay.
Thank
You are watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty, and I am your host and owner of Pink Kitty LLC, Vanessa Brown. And with me today is my guest, entrepreneur Antwonette Wright. And next week, we will be teaching a below job workshop, which will
you.
be
Stay
live.
tuned.
Yes, ma'am. Live and interactive online. It is not in person, it is online. So wherever you are in the country or anywhere else, you can sign up.
And get you some tips.
Do you hear my dog?
Really.
She's so
Girl,
extra.
sound like
Stop
my
it.
grandbaby over
So
there
if you
whining.
want to register or to be there live for the interactive workshop, you can visit www.pinkkitty.com and search for head of the class or HOC, and you can request your kit to be shipped to you because yes, we're going to be practicing on. Hold on one second. Okay.
Well, while you doing that, I'm gonna take another sip.
And it will be focused on so you can receive your kit if you go ahead and make that purchase. It's $35 to receive your kit, and I believe the shipping is like $5.95, so altogether it's $40. But you receive dildo, you receive edible lubricant, you receive a cock ring, and you receive a little bit of goodies in order to help make your blow that much better. So go ahead and sign up today. The last day for you to register to receive your kit on time is March the 10th,
Girl, let me
and you
go
will receive
sign
your
up.
private link. That's right. You will receive your private link. So be there or be the one asking all the questions. So, Antoinette,
What up? What up? What up? What it do?
what advice do you give your daughter or anyone else who is struggling to maintain their own womanhood or sense of self while being a wife, a mother, and an entrepreneur?
Good question. Very good question. So what I would say, ladies, and girls, if I hope no one under 18 is
No, no, no.
watching.
Everybody got to be 18 to be on my page.
Okay. But no, but the advice that I would give them, because it is really hard to lose yourself,
Hmm.
not just being a wife, but a mother. It's really hard. But what I
Hmm.
would say to keep yourself is take some time with you and your girls, going out, girls' nights, having that at least once a month. If you can't now that we're in COVID, it might be hard. So just something like what we're doing now, if you have to go through Zoom, just so that you can talk in with your buddies, and it's not about the children, it's not about the
Hmm.
husband. Not saying that we don't love them, but sometimes we need some self-care of ourselves and to be
Hmm.
with our own peers, our women peers. But take that time doing trips when the world get back right. But
Right?
I don't know. But that's how I did it. Just taking time with my girls. I love my girls' night. That's
Hmm.
look. We can just sit at home and chill as long as I'm with my girls. As long as we able to chit chat, let loose, and
Right.
be ourselves. So that's what I would say. Do that, and let your children know, and let your husband know. Like, it's not about y'all while I'm doing this. To keep
Hmm.
my sanity, I need to
Hmm.
take care of me. But it was hard, and I mean, I lost myself, but I had to gain that back, and I was able
Right.
to gain that back when my husband and I got together.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he was very understanding about me not losing myself and to
Mm-hmm.
become Twan again and not
Right.
Nick.
Right.
So once I became Twan again, it was just like, okay, now this what it's supposed to be. So
Mm-hmm.
it's hard. It's hard. You can't get lost, but as long as you have somebody in your corner that's not going to steer you down to the wrong end, that's going to have you doing something bogus on your man or mistreating your children, not taking care of your children, have that one person on your corner, on your side that will not judge you, that will talk to you, that will guide you in the right way. You don't want people in your corner that's doing foul stuff,
Or
because
like
I
waiting
mean,
for you to fail, like I recently had mentioned online that I had this person in my life that I thought we was vibing. I'm thinking we cool. This girl, like, hey, because I love having girlfriends. Like, to me, feminine energy is like amazing, and so I'm thinking we
you're right.
good. Like, hey,
You're
hey,
right.
hey, come to find out she's envious of me and she's trying to emulate the things that I'm doing. And, to the degree that it was like hurtful to me, like you trying to do the same things that I'm doing, but you dogging me out. And it's like, I believe myself to be the type of person that if I'm
Text me,
doing something
text me her
crazy,
name.
it ain't important. But I believe myself to be the type of person that if I'm doing something that hurts you or bothers you or, it's not working, like you can come to me and be like, girl, look, love you, but these three things that you did was not cool. Don't do that stuff. And I know that you have checked me on plenty occasions. So I know this to be true about
Yes,
me. And we did not fall out. We did not fight. I said, oh, I didn't know. Thank you.
yes. Now let's go eat.
So I'm so glad that you mentioned that. Like I said, for a number of reasons, and the other reason is because it bothers me to no end when I hear women say they don't have female friends. Like for me, that says something is going on internally that you have with women, that you don't have female friends, because I know for a fact that I would probably be huddled somewhere in a corner if I didn't have the female energy in my life that I have, the women in my life that rock with me, that love me, that will say, hey girl, sit down, because that is not the move. That'll be like, that's not cute. Go and handle your business. But they also, when I'm doing things that is worthy of, support or what I feel is a milestone in my life, whether they understand it or not, they're like, hey girl, I'm so happy for you. I'm so support. I
Right.
mean, yes, it's wonderful to have your partner, whether it's male or female or pansexual or whatever, with you. But just that friend that gives you that energy is like,
Mhm.
you can't touch it. You
Yes.
really can't touch
Yes.
it. So, what do you say to women
So,
like that are saying, like, oh, I don't have female friends because women is too bogus?
so what I'm gonna say about that is, because I had that as well. You know, I don't.
I never did.
I don't, and it's not that I don't want female friends.
Mhm,
The friends that I do have, I cherish friendship. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
And just growing up, is the females that was around in our area, they was just like fake, and
mhm.
I can't be around that.
Right,
So the friends that I do have, that I grew up with and that I cherish our friendship with, I don't want to venture off, because I don't
right,
want to be hurt. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? Because
right.
I take it serious. It's
Yeah,
so it could be women out there that feels that same way. They probably got
right.
hurt so many times from other
Mhm,
females, being envious of them. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I ain't got time for that. Like,
right,
it's it's
right.
what I do have, my associates and my
Mhm,
good girlfriends, my
mhm.
sisters. We good. We good. Now I don't mind getting new ones, but it's gonna be like, let me
Okay.
tiptoe around you until I figure out, if you
Mhm.
want honey,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
you know.
I definitely understand that. Yeah.
But I wouldn't say give up. I would
Right.
not say give up,
Right.
because that good female vibe is everything.
It's
Everything.
everything. And that's what I
Everything.
mean. Like, obviously, I'm not saying just because this person is the same sex as you that you
Yeah,
should
yeah,
be
yeah,
kicking
yeah.
it with them. I'm absolutely not saying that because I literally, the example of this person, trying to hurt me behind my back. But for me, my view on that was I'm always gonna vibe higher. Like the person that
That's
I
your
am, I'm always
personality.
gonna vibe higher.
Yeah.
So at some point they're gonna fall off because you're gonna be exposed because you can't reach where I'm going. You can't follow me and be where I'm at the same time. You gotta be behind me at all times. You get it what I'm saying? But my girls, the people that I rock with, we here. We're not looking at each other going, well, she don't have this, or she don't have that, or she don't have that. We're all
Exactly.
here.
Yeah.
Whether our financial situations is different, whether our relationship situations is different, we still looking at each other like this is who I'm rocking with. So I
Yeah.
don't have no reason to judge them. Now again, that don't mean I won't pull you to the side and go, this thing that you did wasn't cool, but I'm still
Mhm.
not looking at you like you're lower than me or less than
That's
me.
right.
I'm looking at you like you're an equal. And I
Yeah.
think that is the deal with it. You
Yeah.
gotta let that dead stuff fall off.
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
So
Hmm.
I've been seeing you moving and
Uh-huh.
shaking, designing and creating during this pandemic. Tell us how you have maintained your sexy during the pandemic. Because we see you looking good, sis. Mhm.
Girl, let me tell you. Well, first of all, working at home, wearing work pajamas and no underwear. So when I do go out, I like to step out. I was telling
Right.
my good girlfriend last weekend, got in the car. She's like, "You look good, smell good. I just threw something on." I'm like, "Girl, when I go out, I need to put on some clothes."
Right,
I
just
need,
extra as hell.
girl in the grocery store wearing this up in Target, like, I got some more tissue.
Right.
I got to put on some clothes. So, but no, you during this pandemic, a lot of people gained weight, and
Yes.
I did as well.
Hmm.
And went to the doctor, and she like, what's going
This is not the move.
on? Mm-mm. So ever
Hmm.
since then, in August, been on it, trying to get that
Hmm.
weight down. I
Yeah, you
did.
look amazing. Not that you didn't before.
Thank you, thank you,
Because
thank
I
you,
think you looked amazing before.
thank
Hmm.
you. So, but it it was more for a health thing for me. Not to get my sexy back. It was more because I ain't lose it. It was more for a health thing. I want to be
Hmm.
here long for my grandchildren.
That's
But
right.
now that, it then came back, I'm like, what? So the
Keep it going.
husband, he loves it, he loves it, whatever size it was. So
Right.
I just make myself presentable when I can. Now, I ain't gonna
Mhm.
say I be around the house all dolled up now. Cause I be walking around with the do-rag on, brushing my
I
hair,
see them waves, girl, trying to make people see sick. Wow,
but no, so but we still make time for ourselves, my
Mhm.
husband and I. We try to do at least once a week a movie night,
Oh, I love
in the
that.
crib. Yeah, in home, because
Mhm.
we not trying to go
Right.
out there, but in home, we try to send those texts. Well, no, we send texts all day, like,
Right. I
but it
already know
be
you and your husband, honey.
it, it be
I
on
will
text.
never find. Look, something happened. I have to hide your phone. I'm just gonna delete everything that say. I ain't even going there with you. Just send me the
But
special code so make sure I know. Ain't nobody got time for you and Mr. Wright, honey.
I know, I know. But we send texts like that to each other, throughout the day, like,
Mhm.
hey, I need
Right. Hmm.
when I
Hmm.
see
I
you,
understand. So and so and so and stuff.
can I get do we got some of that pink kitty spray for the oh, we need some more.
I know. That's one of my conversations later. Okay, so let's bring this up since you brought it up about your honey, whom I love. Hey,
Okay.
Asha. In my conversations with couples, I've been hearing a variety of language. Like, we've been stuck at home together, so we're fighting more. Or now that we stuck at home together, I feel like I have to get to know him again because I didn't know him. So I just want to know, I know you touched on it just a second ago. How have you and Mr. Wright been keeping the romance and sexy in your marriage during COVID? I know you mentioned you're sending text messages, but you did say that you were working at home. So I know that means, you home when he home because you at work. So how's it going?
It's going well. And
I
it baffles me when I heard people saying that, you
Yeah.
that I heard the divorce rate had went up, and first of all, you need to be friends with your spouse
Yes.
before anything. You have to like them.
Hmm.
Like you have to be able to get along with them.
Hmm.
And so we had no problems at all. Like
Right.
it was nothing, but we still did our same thing. We still, every day. I just, you don't get tired of it. I don't know, but that's because you don't get tired of it, and that's one because you're friends, and it's not
Right.
just it's intimacy. You know what I'm saying? So once you have that intimacy with
Yes.
your spouse, your whatever, you know, it's not gonna lose. You're not gonna lose that flame,
Right.
and it's the little things that you do, just like a little slap on the booty. You know what I'm saying? A
Right.
little caress with the ears.
Yes, Auntie.
It's a little, and it just be like, whew,
I know people underestimate what a slap on the booty can do, honey. I know. I know. I be like, hey, bro.
I know
Look,
I
I
ain't got no
feel what
panty
you feel.
drawers
What we
on.
doing though?
Yes, yes. So we didn't change up anything. We just maintain communicate. Like now, I tell them like, we need some time. Like just you and me, we need some time. Like
Hmm.
so I have to tell him that, and he's good with it. Very
Hmm.
intensive. Like, okay, what you need? I just want to make you happy. What you need? We
Yeah.
can do this. I don't care what we got to do. I just want to make you happy. So he's very in tune with, making me happy. And I have to, let him know also, you got to make yourself happy too, because
Right.
I can only make myself happy. But,
Right.
he's a good man. But we didn't change up anything, sis. We
That's
used
so
to go
beautiful.
out all the time, like,
Right.
as
Yeah.
far as, out to eat, the
Uh-huh.
movie, or little things like that. So that did change. But since we like each other, it's okay if we in the house, you know,
Right. Grubhub is your
drinking.
friend.
Oh my gosh, they be getting so much money out of us. Like, oh,
Girl, we ain't
oh,
gonna talk about that. Oh my God.
yes. So,
I was just like, I looked at my bank statement and said, what in the world happened?
Grubhub.
Yes, it was crazy. Because, it's like you said, like, back in the, before COVID, I would order, a pizza or whatever, and it didn't have this special COVID rate, or the
Thank
special tax.
you.
I'm like, what happened? What is
Yes.
going on? And I do, matter of fact, I did read something today that said prices were going to be going up because a lot of businesses are still struggling. So
Oh,
they're going to be increasing their prices. Problem is, these companies are not increasing our pay rates
hey, Ray.
so far. And, the stimulus was really, nothing. Like it added up to being like, what, $20 a day or something for the whole time we've been in it. So I have no idea what us as consumers are going to do, but that's a whole other talk show,
Another
honey.
show.
Right. So I
Oh,
did want to mention though, because you did mention that you and your honey were out of pink kitty spray. So I just did this pop-up shop on Saturday, and this couple came by my table, and the guy was like, well, she don't need to take your blowjob class, she's great at that. And I was like, well, it's not about whether she needs it. This is, I said, has she ever gave you the BJ with the squat? And he was like, what? And I said, yeah.
Wait, with the who? Squat?
With the, oh girl, oh girl, oh girl.
So
upgrade.
You squat?
So he was like, what? And I said, exactly. I said, so it's not about whether she's good at what she's currently doing or not. This is about, hey, adding to it. And so I know that you and your honey are like advocates for Pink Kitty all the time. So what do you say to persons that be like, we don't need no toys in our marriage, we got this? Or she don't need to take your class because she's good at it. So what do you say to them? I know what I've been saying, but I just want to know from a couple who I believe has a very loving marriage, and I know for a fact has a very loving marriage, and also likes to add things and change and do variety. What do you say to those couples that are watching right now that are like, they don't need my stuff?
Get you some.
Yes.
Look, let me tell you something. My sis put me up on so many things, and my husband is just like, wow, I love it. What else Vanessa got? Like, no, but you can have the best experience with your spouse or your lover or whatever, but it's nothing wrong with adding a little something here and there, adding something different, to keep it popping. Because okay, you tired of that missionary style.
Right.
You tired of that. I'm gonna need you to step it up a little bit.
Right.
Because it just enhances it, and it's putting different things in your relationship, and so it's not getting boring. And that's what you don't want to lose. You don't want to be this robot.
Right.
You want your guy or your girl to be like, oh,
yeah,
who she cheating on me with? No. It's the Pink Kitty.
Right, that's right. Like you said, get you some. Get into it.
I'm trying to tell you. Get that swing. Get that liberator.
Yes. And the vibrating panties is one of my favorites. Especially so with the vibrating panties, I'm just going to talk about it because I meant to actually have some sitting here, but I didn't get my table together. But with the vibrating panties, I had heard that when you use them and you're in the tub and you wearing them and they turn it, yes, honey, yes. Let me just help you. Let
me text him and tell him to run the water.
Because it is waterproof. So you can use it in the tub. So while you're getting your little tub,
I got waterproof.
I don't remember which ones you got. You might need to upgrade. I don't remember, so you have to. But so they're waterproof. The ones that I have now, they're called My Secret, and they come in a wide variety of colors, and they one size fit everybody. So I'm not sure, you might have those. I don't remember, but they come in like black, pink, red, white. So anywho, they're waterproof though. So while you're doing your bath time, you got your little flowers in the tub and your little candles and carrying on, and they just pressing the button while you in the tub, and then you get out and you know what's popping. It's about get you sometime. It is amazing. It is amazing because especially if, again, your partner has the ring. Do you have the one with the ring? I don't know. I'm going to try to mind my business. So anyway, the one with the ring, especially you have the one with the ring, he's just pressing the button while you're in the tub. So you don't know what function it's going to be on or when it's going to come on. So I'm just saying, get you some, and just add a little variety again to your life.
Nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it.
So yeah, girl, if you don't have those, then it's time.
Yeah, I think I need to upgrade.
Right. We're going to barter for some custom stuff. I think I need some Pink Kitty dominoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Mm.
tell me some of the things that you have been doing recently just to have you have your one-on-one self time and feel sexy as a woman outside of being a wife, outside of being somebody's mother, outside of being a grandmother. Like, what do you personally do just to say, this is me and I feel beautiful? I'm looking at myself naked in the mirror. Like, what? Tell me
That's
what you
what I
do.
do.
I
That
do
is
too. That's why I said it. That is my thing. I love looking at me in the mirror, like just
girl.
completely nude and just feeling myself. I mean, and
Yes.
literally feeling myself
Yes. And
with
there's
my
nothing wrong with that either. Oh, my thing fell down.
with my little massage oil.
Let's do this.
Right, just move it over, girl. Ain't nobody got time for
Yeah.
that. So yeah, with my little massage oil, talk to myself, tell me, oh, you're so beautiful, girl. You're
Sis.
such a treat today. So
Yes. Who don't have any is their loss. But
I'm
no,
just saying.
what I like to do for myself is I do that,
Hmm.
and I thought I was like weird,
Girl,
because
you
I
we might be weird together though. Who cares?
I, I
I,
really don't care, but
right, it's really not my problem.
yeah, no, not at all. But I will sit and get out the shower or before the shower, look in
Hmm.
that full size mirror and just be like, girl, you the shit. You dope. And don't let
Hmm.
nobody else tell you you not. You gotta
Right.
have that confidence for yourself. So I'll
Hmm.
do that. I'll have my little wine and I put some little tincture in it. I should have put some in there tonight, but I forgot somebody told me not to do that while I'm on here. So but but I'll do that, put the little tincture in. I'll have my one time that's just for me.
Hmm. Courtesy of Pink Kitty LLC, by the way.
Exactly. Get you some.
Right. So then now I'm glad that you brought that up again. So there's that thing where women are like, well, I have a man at home, so I don't need to have a toy, or I don't need to, use any massage, or I don't need that stuff because I have a man. What do you say to
That's fine. That's fine. You may not need to, but I tell you that it's a lot better if you
that?
do.
Right.
I'll tell you
So for
that.
me,
You might
it's
want to
that
try it.
it's that obviously, having been married, I'm not currently married, doesn't mean that I don't know how to help you keep your husband, or now I won't say keep them, right? Because if they want to be with you, then that's what's going to happen, right? That's how it works.
Right.
We decide to be together. And so we decide that we're going to be together. And that's how we stay together, right?
Yes,
But
yes.
I'm going to say to add some variety, some spice, some flavor, a little caliente to your relationship, even just your relationship with yourself.
Yes.
Like, this is masturbation month, so I am all about it. all,
Yes.
all on a
Oh,
regular basis, multiple times a day if you can get it in. Because I truly feel like your best sexual experience with someone else starts with you having your best sexual experience
with
with
yourself.
yourself. I know that I like to be touched on my booty when I'm about to come because I touched myself on my booty when I was coming with myself. I like that.
Touch
Right?
my booty.
I know how hard I like for my nipples to be touched because I've adjusted my nipple clamps accordingly. Oh, I really like that. He can go a little bit harder. I'll
Harder.
still be cool. You understand? So for me, I'm not just trying to sell you a toy. I promise I'm not, which is why I added the
Mhm.
workshops as well, because I am really about helping
Teaching.
you build your relationship, whether it's with yourself or with a partner. Like I want you, which is why I added the life coaching as well. Like I really
Good.
am about the relationship. It's not just about like if you never buy a toy from me, I am perfectly fine.
That's
But how
right.
you doing? You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. Every time a person leaves my presence, whether it's with my business or just period, just meeting me in general, I want you to feel like your life can change or your life can be better. Or, I mean, even if your life is just wonderful the way that it is, that you can remember this was a pleasant interaction with me. That's what I want when people
That is
encounter me.
good. Yes. Now that's good.
So when people say things like that to me, I'm just like, really? So what are you running from? That's really what I think. What are you running from?
How you gonna be able to tell them how you like to be touched if you don't know? Like you got to explore, you got to see what you
Exactly.
like. Like you
Exactly.
finna go through this whole relationship of 10 years and
Hmm.
he ain't doing
20,
what you
30,
like.
40. Yeah.
Yes. And he not doing what you like because you ain't
Hmm.
you don't know what you like. How you expect him to please you if you can't even please
Yes.
yourself?
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know.
She
All I
said,
got to
I have
do
those problems.
get you some. Cause
I
it's
am
it,
so happy that you're here, sis. I love you so very,
I
very,
love
very, very much.
you. I love you, sister.
And when I look at my niece, your daughter, I just my heart gets so full because I was there and I know the challenges, I know the sacrifices, and I know the beauty of you raising this little girl.
Don't
And
give me
I'm
the
just going,
crying girl. You're gonna make my
I'm not.
lashes gonna come
Well, you
out.
might cry a little bit. So, but I do want to say that I know that you're an amazing mother and you have an amazing mother. So I just want to take 1 minute. I know she ain't gonna watch because yeah, but I'm gonna still shout you. I'm gonna still shout you out, Mama Connie. That just
Hey,
thank
mama.
you for showing us what the beauty of an amazing mother is, and like you still doing your thing. So I just want to take this moment, like I said, just to shout her out because there is no love like the love I have for your mom.
Oh, she is
So
amazing, and I and
she
I
really, really, really
I
is.
really hate that I have to share her with so many people. Like bothers me. You know, it was
Them
she is
heifers.
yes. She is amazing. You know, she's always been amazing. I admire her just for, being a single parent,
Hmm.
raising, my brother and I, more so such me, because my brother didn't give her too much. I was horrible. But, she did a great job because even if she doesn't know that I was listening and watching, how she moved, what
Hmm.
she did, how she cared herself, that helped me to be the mother that I am to my
Absolutely.
children. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And it's gonna my kids see how grandma was. My kids see how grandma is.
Hmm.
Heck, she's the only grandparent that they really have.
Right.
And they see that and they see it in me. They see this strong woman, doing this,
Hmm.
handling. I was blessed to not have to raise my kids all the way to adulthood as a single parent.
Right.
But for her to do it and didn't miss a beat, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? And still moving and kicking and like sit down somewhere, lady.
I was
You
just
know,
gonna say, like, knowing that she is still this glamorous, sexy, beautiful woman, still today, like, and still like getting out, getting it. Like, okay, well, I got things to do. I'm
yes.
coming to see. I'm like, oh, she gonna be home. Let me come see her. I know she retired. Fooled you.
She ain't retired.
She is on the move, honey.
She retirement is retired from the government, but she ain't
Right.
retired. The lady be gone. But
Right. She is
but,
on the move.
but it's a beautiful thing. And I've always wanted that relationship with my daughter, a close relationship with her. And
Mhm.
I can say that we've had that, throughout growing up. I did not have any problems with that girl. And my husband will tell you that I was waiting
Right.
to
It's
put
gonna
them
happen
paws on
because
her.
right.
I was
Right.
waiting. And Andre was like, babe, she's a senior. What do you think she's gonna do? She ain't did it all these years. She
Right.
hasn't. But she's an amazing daughter. She's an
Yeah,
amazing
she is.
mother. I'm so proud of the woman that she is and the woman that she's going to become. Like
Mm-hmm.
it it makes me feel good to see what she's doing and how responsible she is. So
Mm-hmm.
I applaud her as well.
Yeah. Well, give yourself a hand, honey, because she had to see it to be it. And that's the truth. She had to see it to be it because
Yes.
um and especially being a mother of, two black sons
Oh,
and a
oh,
daughter.
baby.
And this day and age, I know that it's like I don't have any children, but I've heard that it's like watching your heart go out and try to live its own life outside of you. So I can't imagine the concerns, the stress, the
Oh my
worries
God.
of having these experiences, and then still again maintaining who you are, which is what
Yeah,
why I had to have you on the show
yeah.
today, because you've raised two amazing black sons.
And that in itself is hard. Like
Yes,
that
because it's a
worry
whole other dynamic of life.
never leaves. I call my oldest the other day. It was a shooting at a Walmart where he's living.
Oh,
And I'm like calling him, hey, where you at? You cool? You cool? You never let that go. You watch
right,
I don't watch news. Like
right.
it's
Yeah,
too much for me.
it's so
But
traumatic.
it is. It is. But when I do walk past and I hear something, I'm like, where that's at? Where my
Right,
son at? I'm
right.
listening to descriptions, is that my child? You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard, um, raising black men now. The
Mm-hmm.
youngest one, I don't too much worry about him,
Mm-hmm.
as I do the oldest one. Whereas the youngest one, I can't say he not quick tempered because he's
Oh,
very
girl,
quick
don't even
tempered.
try to tell me that, because I know
Yeah,
him.
he's very quick tempered. But I don't know. My oldest one, he's more like, why do they have this rule?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I
He want to
worry
buck the
about that.
system, which is beautiful, but it's still scary.
It is
Because
very
and when you think about that, now that you said that, and I really don't mean to cut you off because I know you were trying to make a point, but it's like you think about like what was Martin Luther King's mother thinking, and what was Malcolm X's mother thinking, because, and I'm saying these names because these are names that are easily recognized in our movement, but like obviously there's countless others, but like, oh my God, like you don't even think about that aspect of their life until you have your own, or somebody that that you consider to be somebody you
yes.
have charge over, and you're like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's oh my God, it's nerve-wracking. And that's one of my prayers at night. And at night is, Lord, please just get my kids home safe.
Right.
Let them make it back home to their loved ones safe.
Hmm.
Thank you, God. When I hear their text in the morning, thank you. Oh, they're
Yeah.
alive.
They
It's
text you every day?
well, I do.
Oh.
Girl, and if they don't text back, oh my gosh. I'm so dramatic.
But it's still sweet. It's still really sweet.
So dramatic.
Um,
Yeah. Go
oh,
ahead.
that is so sweet. That really, really is. She's like, look, they're my peoples. I love
I
it so
have if
much.
my daughter doesn't text me or doesn't answer my call, she in a ditch somewhere. My baby
Oh,
dead. It's that lifetime.
oh Lord. I told you stop watching this.
I did, but I started watching Fatal Attraction.
How is that better?
Like, go ahead, girl.
Oh my God. So anyway, the whole thing that came down, girl. The wall pretty though, the wall pretty.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
But
That's
you
good.
still rocking it.
As always,
Well,
I wanted to match
so I
what I
wanted
had.
to know, huh?
I wanted it to match what I had on.
Oh, but it was working. It's still working, girl. Like you just illuminate the world, so it's all good. So I wanted to ask you, how do people purchase from you from Four Generations? Like, what is there a link, a website? Do you have a Facebook page, Instagram? Like, what's going on? How do people reach out to Four Generations?
So the way that they can reach out right now, we haven't set up a website yet.
Mhm.
We just got our DBA.
Yay!
Yeah, the
Mhm,
TIN, the EIN number. So
mhm,
we're moving to be more legit with a website so that we can start putting things on the website. The
mhm,
kids will be putting that up, but as
mhm.
right now, it's more of word of mouth.
Okay.
So by my phone number, I won't put my phone number out here.
No, don't do it.
Yes,
But
but
just make
it,
a Facebook page. Just real quick,
yeah,
make a Facebook page and just put some pictures up. And then yeah. And
there you
then
go.
next time you come on the show, we'll
Yes,
talk about it more. We hopefully we'll have your website up.
yes, ma'am. We
Let
need
me
to
know if
do
you need
that.
some help with that because you know I will, just for you,
I
because I
know
love you
you
so
would. You did the other
much.
one for me, so
So, again, you are watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. I am your host, Pink Vanessa Brown, and I'm a certified sexologist, life coach, and community sexual health resource. And I have my guest with me today, Mrs. Antwonette Wright, who is a glamorous grandmother, wife, mother, and entrepreneur. And so, before we go, I just want to ask, what did you tell your daughter about how to be her own sexy self, now that she's a mother? Like, what are you telling her to make sure that she's doing to make sure that she doesn't lose herself? Like you said, you briefly did and you were able to get back to yourself. So what are you telling her and helping her to not even go through
oh yes, bring my baby here.
that? So
Bring my
you're making sure
grandbaby.
she has time away from the baby.
Bring my grandbaby. You gonna do what you want to do. No, 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 no. But yeah, I didn't say that. But no, it's just never, never settle.
Hmm.
Know your worth. That's the main
Hmm.
thing. Know your
Hmm.
worth. Know the morals that you have. Never lose the morals, because once you start losing that and start just like, okay, I'll settle for him.
Hmm.
This is what he's gonna do. Okay, fine. I'll just continue to work
Hmm.
and pay the bills and
Hmm.
no, 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 no. So that's more of our conversations
Hmm.
is take care of you, take care of your child. And once you do all of that, everything else will fall in line. That
Hmm.
man, he will understand. Get out, do your things with your girlfriends, do your
Hmm.
things by yourself. If you and she'll
Yes.
do that.
Hmm.
She'll go out and she'll have dinner by herself. She's.
That is
And
beautiful. So many
yeah.
people are afraid to have time to themselves. That is
Mhm,
beautiful.
mhm. We even did it one time. We did a FaceTime while we
Oh.
was having dinner out.
Hmm.
Like she was at a TGIF Fridays in the state that she was in. I think it was in Missouri at that time.
Hmm.
And I went to TGIF here and we were just,
Oh.
FaceTiming while we was having lunch. So little things like that, just so that you don't lose yourself. Write a journal, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I was
Yes.
always big on her about that, even writing a journal to me, you know
Hmm.
for things that she felt that I wouldn't understand. Write it down.
Hmm.
So if you write down your thoughts and then you can go back and read them and remember, like, this is who I was. Why
Hmm.
did I let myself get here? Let me get back to who I was. So
Hmm.
I'm big on that. So I've been telling her that. Um, and just to keep the things that she loves, like
Hmm.
she's a runner.
Hmm.
She loves doing that. So get out and run, do something,
Hmm.
just so you can feel good about yourself. Have a little bubble bath with yourself,
Hmm.
and she's been doing okay. I always check on her to see her mental state, because
Right. That's very important.
it is, because as a mother, you you can lose that mentality,
Hmm.
and I don't want that for her. So I try
Right.
to, how are you doing?
Hmm.
What's good with you? Enough of the
Right.
baby, enough of the work. what's going on with you. So I think Dejanay is pretty good with that.
Good. That is wonderful.
Yeah,
Well,
girl.
thank you so much for joining our show today, Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. This has been amazing. I hope you had.
Gone. It's gone.
I'm glad you didn't drink. That wasn't that limoncello that you was drinking the other day. But you need to send me some. Just FYI, can you do that? Because
So
yeah,
can I? Can
because we don't
yeah.
have no Cooper talk. We don't have no Cooper talk. I'm gonna
Okay,
need
I'm gonna
that.
have to send you some of that. But this
Yeah.
one here is like 18% alcohol in it.
Oh. Andre better get
It's
ready.
fine. It's fine. What is that? That's just so sloppy. Like that is not cute. Yeah, okay.
But he know what it means. That's the secret handshake. That's the code. That's all that matters. Don't nobody else have to understand it, honey.
Oh, you
As long as he
funny.
know what to do when that happens.
Funny girl. Whatever. But yeah, I will send you some of that limoncello. So I got you.
Thank you. And I hope to see you soon here in Dallas.
What? Oh,
Join
I'll
me,
tell you
join
about
me, join
I'll
me.
tell you about
I know you have your big birthday bash coming, and I wish I could be there. But I'll
Ooh,
be
I
there
was
in spirit. Make sure you go
there.
live or just call me on FaceTime now that I have FaceTime again.
You got FaceTime?
Again.
Good for
Yeah.
you. Good for you.
It's whack, but it's okay because I know y'all iPhone users.
Yes. I
I
don't like
love you
that
so
green
much, so I'm
one.
joining the crowd. So
Yes.
yeah, you can FaceTime me,
Okay,
and
good.
then I can celebrate with you.
Oh, that'll be
But
nice.
anyway, thank you so much again for coming on my show, sis. And we look forward to the next time we see you, where we can talk more about four generations and
Yes.
all the other stuff that we need to talk about. And I love you so much.
I love you too,
You have
sissy.
been watching Intimate Conversations with Pink Kitty. I'm your host, Vanessa Brown, certified sexologist, life coach, and community sexual health resource. And today our host was Mrs. Antwonette Rice, the entrepreneur extraordinaire. You can find her on Facebook, Instagram at 3Ds, and she will see you soon for all of your custom products. Thank you. And make sure you hashtag get you some.
Get you some.
Bye.